Hey guys, welcome to my channel Linux King. My name is Salman Francis, and today I'm going to start a new video course or new video series basically, and it's called Linux Troubleshooting. And actually I was trying to create these videos for quite some time but was not able to do that. But now the good thing is we are going to start it. So before we start this training series, I just want to take this opportunity and would like to take you to my website where I have launched two courses. It's Linux and Security Basics and Amazon Web Services. So basically these have let me just show you like in a very brief time. Linux and Security Basics have like this Linux installation, Linux how to take help, directory structure, basic commands, administrative commands, networking, Linux permission. Please take some time to go to my website techo.net and just learn what I'll be teaching. And like it's from also regarding storage, bash scripting, introduction to Linux servers. We will set up Apache web server with some good options. Then we will take a look at Linux security, what is firewall, security best practices, securing your system, what is IPsec, what are sticky bits, UIDs, SUIDs, SGIDs, how to restrict logins from certain subnets or certain IP addresses, and setting up firewall script with IPsec. And also there's a bonus content like introduction to DevOps and like the ops section, actually operation section. And the total duration is 10 days and $150 is the price. Then we have this Amazon Web Services courses. I will show you how to set up EC2 instances, S3 buckets, VPCs, routing, AMI security groups, cost, then auto scaling, load balancing, Route 53, how to set up DNS. And then we will take we will complete this course with our final project of setting up a secure HTTPS WordPress website on AWS, and how to securely set up email server on AWS with Postfix and Dovecoin. And the total price is $100 and the course duration will be around 5 days. So thank you very much for your time. All right guys, so let's start. So the first thing before starting troubleshooting is to take a look at certain tools. Okay, so let's say you want to troubleshoot this Linux system. So first thing, what you need to know is what kind of architecture this system has. So you will run the command arch, and it will tell you the architecture. It's x86_64. Okay, then we need to know what kind of operating system this machine is running. We will use cat etc *release. And it will show you it's a CentOS machine running CentOS 7.5. Okay, one more good command is echo mach type. It's like machine type, and it will show you that it's an x86 machine, Red Hat Linux GNU. Then after this, after knowing the operating system, you want to check what is the kernel. uname-ar will reveal its. First, it will show you the host name. It's Linux-ts for troubleshoot. And this is the kernel right now we are running. Okay, so this is the command to know the kernel of your system. Then, of course, you would like to know the uptime of the system. And of course, the command is uptime. But you can see it's showing you something like 12:59. What if you want to know exactly for how long the system is up? You will use uptime-p with a pretty option, and it will tell you that it's up for 37 minutes. Okay, perfect. Now I would like to know the machine memory. So we will use free-m. And basically it's telling you in megabytes. -m means in megabyte, -g will reveal in gigabytes. So here you can see it's like memory of the system is 974, uses this. It's not going to show you in gigabyte, but we can try this with small g. And here it's not showing you this proper. However, what we can do is if we use H option, it will give you in the human readable format. Anyway, here you can see it's giving you 974 M and 2.0 gigabytes for swap memory. Okay, perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to check, let me show you free-m command. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to check what users are connected to our system, so we can use the command who, and who commands will tell us that at the moment there are two users connected. One is connected with the terminal TTY1 and one is with the pseudo terminal 0, and most probably this is some remote connection, and you can check that the IP address like which is connected with our current machine. So how we can check that like if this is a SSH connection or telnet, so we can use lsof command, like it means list of open files, with -i option, and it will list the listening connections, and here you can check, you can see that a SSH connection has been established. Okay, perfect. So now let's say we have this who command, and now I want to check the open files. So what I can, with these users, I can use lsof -user is root. So it will give all the information or all the open files which are being opened by this specific user. We can use, like, let me check what users do we have here. Okay, Apache, nobody, mail. So let's say I just want to check if any, or Postfix. So let's check if any file is opened by Postfix. So I can use lsof -user is Postfix. And here it is, the files, and command PID user. So user is Postfix, of course, because we specified the user. And then type, it's a directory or a regular file. So this is how you use lsof. Very handy command for troubleshooting. Okay, so now what if I want to know about my processor? It's of course proc CPU info. Very simple. And it will tell you that it's a genuine Intel CPU family 6, Intel iCore 7, and stuff like this. Okay, the same way I can check memory, like cat proc meminfo, and it will reveal the memory information for this current virtual machine, actually not for my system, for the current virtual machine. Okay, now what about storage? So let's say I would like to check about my disks. So the handy command is df-h, like this is about disk free, free disk, and H means human readable. So you can check that we have, the size is 17 gigs, 2.3 gig is used, available is 15 GB. So what if I want to know how much my root partition has used the space? So let's say I will use du, which stands for disk usage, -sh is summarized in human readable format. So here you can see it's showing us 2.4 gigs. It's almost like 2.3 gigs. So this is used, and here you can see this is also used. The same way you can use for like boot also, let's say. And it's telling you that it has used 127 megabytes. And here the boot is showing it has used 159 megabytes. But anyway, it's few megabytes difference, but it's almost like it's showing you that how much space has been utilized with this by this certain partition. Okay, or the mount point. Okay, very handy command which I oftenly use is list block device. So what if I want to list the block device? I will use lsblk, list block device, and it will give you in a very pretty format, like the name of the device, the block device, and the partitions first and second, or if there are other partitions, it will also list those, like swap, also the mount points, it's also listing. A very good command. Okay, now what if I want to know the processes? So psaux is the command to list all the processes, and you can see that it's listing all the processes with the username, the process ID, the percent of CPU usage, the memory percent usage. Okay, so and the command which is used. And now let's say I want to list all the processes by postfix. I can use psaux grep postfix. So it will list all the processes in red which are ran by the user postfix. Okay, one more command is netstat -antlup, and it will list all the like the state of the listening addresses. It will list the foreign addresses, the local addresses, and the state it's in it's listening or not listening. So here you can see the PID is 1151. This is for postfix, and we can check this by psaux grep postfix. And here you can see that this postfix, this processor running as a root, and this is the same PID. The reason is it's an SMTP connection actually, and we can check this by netstat -antlup grep 25, and you can check that it's on the same PID. What about 110? Okay, so it's only used to send the messages, not receive. So POP3 is not working here. Netstat okay, it's not running, but anyway, postfix is running here, and it's basically whenever you install postfix, it's used to send the messages, not receive it. We need to configure dovecot to receive the messages. Okay, so what next? I would like to show you how to take some basic help. So for example, let's say for postfix, if you want to take help, you can use man postfix, and it will give you the manual for postfix. Okay, and here you can read the status, set permissions, upgrade configuration, config directories. So for example, main.cf is the config directory, master.cf is for configuration files and the main directory. Anyway, so this is how you take help for a specific process or for specific command. Also info is used, postfix, let's say. It will also give you some basic information about this package or command. So for example, info cat, it will give you information about the cat command. Okay, one very handy command is with the man. For example, if you forgot any command, let's say, or any keyword you want to search, you can use man-k for specific keyword, and you want like anything which has pam.conf, let's say. And now you can see that it will give you like there's a config utility and pam.d, pam.conf. These are all the configuration files. So let's say you forgot some command with ls, okay, or stat. So I can use stat, and here it will tell you that the stat is used to display file or file system. snice sends a signal or report status. So for status, stat, like everything where it can find stat, it will list that for you. It's a very good actually command. Okay, one more example, man-k ssh, and here it will give you like all the commands related to ssh, like ssh dash add ssh dash agent, like you want authentication agent. Okay, you can go to man ssh dash agent, and then it can give you further information how to run it, the synopsis, and the description, so, and stuff like that. Very handy command for troubleshooting. Alright guys, now we will take a look at RPM. So RPM stands for Red Hat Package Manager and is a very handy command for troubleshooting. For example, we would like to list HTTPD. So it will tell us what version HTTPD is installed. Let's say I would like to check everything which has HTTPD in it. I will use RPM-QL and it will list everything which has HTTPD in it. Okay, so here you can see HTTPD and index HTML. And what about this Apache FCGI starter? Okay, what is this? It's related to HTTPD, that's why it's showing it here. So man, it's a fast CGI program. Okay, so anyway, this is also very important. And one more thing we can use is repo query. So let's check repo query list HTTPD. Okay, first I need to install yum-y install yum-utils. Okay, now if I use repo query list HTTPD, so this will also list all the things which have HTTPD in it. Okay, so it's a long list actually. Everything which has HTTPD in it, it will list that thing. Okay, perfect. So that would be it for today. I will come back to you guys. Okay, yeah, before I leave, top command. So top will list the users, the PID, nice value, the command. Okay, so let's say if I want to check the load average. So this load average means the current load average, what was the load average 5 minutes ago, and what was the load average in hours. So this is how you can check the load average of the system. Sleeping processes, running processes. Okay, if I press the numeric 1, it will show me how many CPUs are there, and since there's only one CPU, it's not going to show you anything different. But here you can see that it will show you CPU 0. If you have more than one CPU, it will list CPU 0, CPU 1 and stuff like that. Same way, if you want to check the utilization of memory or based on memory, you can press M. Okay, capital M you will use actually to check the memory. Okay, and these are some basic usage of top command. You can also check on my YouTube channel, where in our networking section, I think I have already created a video for top command. So guys, thank you very much for watching and hope to see you in our next video. Until then, goodbye, God bless.